incredible greet. I said incredible greetings, and y'all should see my leg, right? So I have my I had my left leg like up on my tippy toe, and so I'm bouncing. And so the first thing that comes to my head is Meg the Stallion part when she's on the diving board, and all these something. That's not the My Little Ponies one. I think that's the one when she was like, "Is that the My Little Ponies or that's the what part of the song is that?" I don't know, but she's on the diving board, and she's I think it's the beginning because it's before the hair goes long, and she does the So me doing this had my whole little Meg the Style moment. But hello everyone, incredible greetings. I have to go pick up that little person today, so I'm getting out of here in 30 minutes. In 30 minutes. Okay, sorry. I had to respond to something. Why am I looking? Oh my God, it froze me. I was frozen and I was looking up like this, like that looks so weird. But anywho, I have to go pick up the little person in about 30 minutes. So you can pick them up you can't pick them up before 5:30. So they pick them up between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. So about 3 minutes or so, I got to go pick up the little one. So I'm going to come. I said, I figure I'll come on here, do a quick, quick fire, get your questions in early, quick fire Q&A. I spent a lot of time. Now look, TikTok be over there, like, especially now that I have the little TikTok shop, they be over there doing the darn thing. They be engaging and asking questions. They're like, I'm new to this. I have this question that, like, they be over there giving. I mean, and you would think that, like, hello, like, y'all are the day ones, like, y'all will be trying to get this, but they over here, like, they trying to get it, okay? I don't know what y'all be doing over here. So if y'all are not going to be asking questions and trying to get and soak up, they told me I was dropping diamonds, honey. Had me feeling all sorts of kind of good over there on TikTok. So if y'all still want to get lives over here, I'm going to need y'all to be on it because TikTok was giving, honey. They were definitely giving. All right, did I use at everyone today in my groups? I don't even know. I don't know. But we're going to still share out anyway. Oh, wait. Copy. At everyone. Okay. I'm sharing. Have your question. I'm going to say my hellos. Say hello in the chat. Don't forget that. Say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. But have those questions ready. By the time I go over there, I expect to see some questions, okay? So let me see. Let's go ahead and share. Wait, Miss Pac-Man. You're so big headed, treated like a person. All right. All right, there we go. Let's see. Hello, incredible greetings. Hello, everyone. I am new here. To be young. Oh, yes. To be young, gifted, and black, honey. Yes. Hello, how are you? Um, welcome to our lovely little incredible world. I'm not sure if you're watching over on Sillaholics Anonymous or Honestly Speaking. Make sure that you go and subscribe to both. They do have technically different content, except when we're doing things like this, and it's a cross post between everything. But welcome. I am Shakia, the professor of HSINK365. That is the name of our company, but we are the home and the owners of an amazing product. If you are someone that wants to get into sublimation, you're already doing sublimation, even if you know you have an ink and paper you're using now, it doesn't hurt to try out a new product to see if it is going to work for you, maybe give you some better results. So we do have a sublimation paper that allows you to sublimate as low as 365 degrees, as fast as 30 seconds. And we did quite a few demos. You guys have seen demos for years and years and years. So I don't know, maybe they were asking questions because they have never experienced that over there on TikTok with this game-changing paper, to where they be on it and they be asking questions. And even outside of the ink and paper, they're asking questions about all sorts of things, especially like those bids. We had a really good conversation today where someone was trying to figure out like about pricing. We talked about marketing because they ask those questions over there. They over there are hungry for this information. I need y'all to get on it. But we teach about sublimation. We teach about designing, graphic designing. I use Silhouette Studio as my program that I typically go to, especially for beginners, to get you into graphic designing. But I also have started teaching Photoshop. I've used Photoshop for years and Illustrator, but I'm just now getting into teaching Photoshop for my students who have been with me for a couple of years, and now they're ready to move on to a more robust software. But we teach business, sublimation, party favors, foam board, you name it. We do a little bit of everything, except like I don't do a lot of rhinestones, but we've done some examples. I don't do anything with resin, heat transfer, screen print transfers, DTF, eco solvent transfers, all the t-shirt game. We got it on lock over here. And then we still do some things when it comes to hard substrates and drinkware, printables, paper crafts, you name it. I pretty much teach it. All right. Can your sublimation paper get too old to use? If it was exposed to moisture and it's starting to stick together, then yes. But if it's been stored in like a really, dry, cool place, no, it won't. I mean, yeah, only if it's exposed to moisture and things like that, or like years and years. Well, actually, I'm not even gonna say that because I have papers that are in notebooks and stuff, and they're just as they're good as the day that they were printed. So much stuff from MJ's in the 7th grade. I still have papers from when he was in pre-K. So paper doesn't go bad, like that. So you should still be able to use it, and it will transfer. How do you create dot leaders in Silhouette Studio? So, all right, I'm going to show it's okay. You can either replicate a bunch of them. Now, they won't be as close together, but you could use a line and hold on. I'm trying to share my screen over here. That's a good question. So you're either just going to hit a bunch of dots, or you can use a line and then put some weight to it. And I'll show you. Hold on. Why is it not sharing? It's doing something weird here. Okay, there we go. All right. So you're either going to do it the old school way, hold down your period. And well, it depends on which font you're using. It will be either square or, oops, wrong thing. Okay, so this one where it's a circle, you can always extend it out. You can adjust your character spacing if you wanted them tighter. And then you're just going to duplicate that. So you can either make one and just kind of have it available. And let's say, okay, so we're going to ungroup these, right? So let's say you don't need as many. You ungroup it, and then you can just select like where you need it to and group that back together and then delete the rest. Or you can, let's say if I make this a little bit tighter, I'm going to go ahead and ungroup and then group that back together. So let's say I just ungroup. I can hold down Shift, take away however many I need, group together the rest of it, and then delete those. So that's one way. Or you can do a straight line. You're going to turn it into a dash line. And then with that dash line, you're going to add some weight to it and change the color. So those are smaller, or you can make them bigger. So either way works. Let's see. That was a good one. Weverse over here. They new to the game. We true to the game with years of knowledge. Oh, you're well versed over here. Not everybody. Some of y'all are, but you know. I'm going to see if I can trade in my workforce, my 8440 workforce. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I know I did the video. I think I really want to take down that video that I have on YouTube. And I was like, oh my God, I'm really loving this one because after using it, it's not all it's cracked up to be. LOL, I'm so new. I got my portrait for Christmas and just started using it. Is there any way to open up the cut border? I'm not sure what you mean by open up the cut border. Can you give me a little bit more on that? What you mean by that? Don't leave us. You see, I'm back for more. I already said, I'm gonna slow down. Like this is actually an impromptu one because I really didn't have anything to do. Waiting, I didn't want to start something because I'm like, I know I have to go get Zion Imani. So I was like, okay, well, let me go live because I was just tired of sitting here twiddling my thumbs. But it's going to be like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks when it comes to live Q&As because y'all just don't be asking questions over here. So it's no real point in me doing it here. And then on TikTok Shop, I can be teaching and then they'll go and then they'll buy products. Like they're over there buying up products, honey. I was like, yes. I went to grab the chip resetter, but it said, yeah, it's sold out. I'm a little older than TikTokers. I'm thinking they don't have kids mostly and have much more disposable time and income. No, that definitely is not the culture of TikTok. You don't have to be like, I mean, there's a lot of sure, there's some current events and stuff on there. There are sometimes like great panels on there. So it's not just about going on there to make dances and do stuff like that. There's a lot of great information and great discussions and conversations, like being a part of panels where they're talking about things. It's great. So it's not just like you don't have to be a content creator to be on TikTok and consume content from TikTok. It's all the great stuff over there. Welcome. Hello. Hello from the UK, watching from LA. Um, hey, 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 period. All right, so let's see. Sometimes it seems Silhouette Studio is moving in slow motion when I move graphics or undo things. So undoing, I'm not sure why. Now, depending on your, like, if it's moving in slow motion and it is jumping, that's because you have snap to grid on. Turn that off. As far as like if it's just moving slow, that is based off of your, like, that is dependent on your computer and how much memory you have and your graphics card. So those things play a part in that. So it's not necessarily a Select Studio thing completely. It's the specs of your computer. But if it's like when you're moving, it's like moving and it's slow and it's jumping, it's usually because you have snap to grid selected. Is Photoshop a good graphic designing program for creating images for sublimation? Yes. I mean, you can, I prefer it for photoshopping, like fixing images or changing images, but you can use it for full on designing. I find it to be a little bit annoying sometimes because you have to like change colors. You got to like double click in it to open up another panel and do all these different things for text. You have like how, so navigating it can be a little bit annoying for very simple tasks, but then those more robust and like those advanced features is great to be able to have them in Photoshop, but some things are just easier in other programs. Why does sub, I have no idea what JBK fade on cups? Not sure what that means. Or are we trying to say why does sublimation fade on cups? For me, summation doesn't fade. I've had cups for years and years and years. Now, if you are exposing them to high heats again, like in a dishwasher, and it's close to the heating element, that heat can make it fade some or at least blur out a little bit because anytime something that was sublimated is exposed to heat that's hot enough, it will gas off. I would like to start advertising on Facebook. What's the best way to go about doing this? Just doing it. Getting some good pictures of your products. If you're going to do mock-ups, try and make them very consistent. If you're going to take pictures, it's about taking pictures, and you're not going to get a perfect picture from your phone sometimes. So you have to know how to edit it. So you can edit it. You can add other elements to it. So you can create like PNG frames to put around it where that pretty much advertises and it puts all the information on there. And then, of course, your captions and really talking to the person that you're trying to sell it to. Putting a call to action is what it's called. So talk about the product, who is it for, and then what that call to action is. If someone's, your call to action could just simply be to share it out, where you're just trying to get brand awareness and people to know about your business. So every post is going to serve a different purpose. Some are going to be lead generating, some are going to be brand awareness, and some are going to be to like close a sale. Every post is different. Hey, Sean. I found you in my search for outlining and layering HTV, struggling to layer HTV over HTV in outline form. What am I missing? So I personally, so I know what you're, so when you say that you're struggling, is it that it's not lining up? What is your struggle? Before I assume, what is your exact struggle? Well, hello there, ma'am. Did you see the post? Did you see it? I'm very interested in learning Photoshop. Well, we do have a Essentials to Photoshop on our website where you can, it's through our academy, and I go through all of the essentials for basic editing in Photoshop and then things to create designs. So we're not like necessarily going through a bunch of designs, but I break down the tools and functions and how they work. I don't have a new TikTok. It's the same thing. So my base name is still Shakia the Professor 365, but with the TikTok shop, I had literally just changed my name and they changed it again. So now it just says HSINK365 Miami. I'm sure she'll have great tips on this. I saw good info for laying HTV on Crafting with Delonda, and she did real nice sports style layering. Thank you. Hey, just say I need to learn how to design. Are you in our 30-day training? Have you enrolled in any of our design classes where I'm breaking down concepts, composition, layout, font selection? So there's a lot that goes into it. We've had ones for memorial designs, and you can apply that to some, uh, to other designs as well. We just had the free design challenge where you learn about offsets and subtracting and lining things up, creating rings, cutting stuff off. So we have a lot of classes. You have to invest time. If you say you want to learn to design, you have to be realistic in the time frame that you are giving yourself. Like Miss Wood. Let me see. Did she say that she saw it? Yes. She says, I did the ugly cry. So Miss Wood is someone who has been with us for 3 years. When I looked at it, and I think she may have been before that, because that was when I did the academy, but she might have been with us a little bit longer. So it says September 7th, 2020 on her academy account, as far as like the first time she logged in. 45 different enrollments. So she's been in 45 different trainings with us. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. Um, and you can tell, you can see it in the progression of her designs, understanding using fonts, knowing when she learns, like learning from my teaching, you don't have to do a whole lot of, sometimes less is more, making the most out of the same fonts and things of that nature. And she's consistently posting and showing us what she has learned from these classes over the past 3 years. So she just got a full ride scholarship to 365 Creative Academy, and she has access to any and every class that we will do going forward. Let's see. Can I pin my TikTok name? Shakia the Professor. So just my name, the Professor. That's probably the best way to find me. Or HS Inc 365. I don't know if I have it up here. Do I have it as a banner? I don't see it. But Shakia the Professor. It's all one word. Shakia the Professor. Or HS Inc 365 Miami. Yeah, I don't see it in my, I don't see it there. Um, Meaning to make a cut size on the sheet of 8.5 by 11, it basically cuts 6.5. 0.9. So you have a portrait. I don't really. Okay, so the mat for a portrait is how big? I don't remember. I've never had a portrait. And I know one of the things I thought I heard with the portrait 3, portrait 4, whatever number the portrait, I think they're on portrait 4 right now. One of the things I think I did hear was the ability to actually cut 8.5 by 11. I guess you couldn't before. I personally don't know. Like, yeah, because I guess the portrait mat is only 8 by 12. So that is technically the max you can do. But if I'm not mistaken, it had like the little lines and you can move it over for 8.5 for print and cuts. So I'm not quite sure. I've never had a portrait, but like if I just put portrait here and I put portrait mat, that is 8.5 by, I mean, it says an 8 by 12 mat, but this right now is set to 8.5 by 11. And if we show our cut border, Oh, well, maybe it won't go past it. So yeah, I guess you're limited to 8 inches by 11. You can't do a full 8.5. Yep. So there, it's only going to cut within this, which is interesting because how does it pick up registration marks? Because I know there's a little, I could have sworn there was like a little notch on there for it. But again, I've never had a portrait, so may not be of much help for that. Where do you find the design challenge? On our Academy site. If you want to just enroll for free, well, even if you do the VIC, it's on our Academy site, 365 Creative Academy. I'm not new to Silhouette. I need to become familiar with all the features, which means that I have been missing out on all the fun in creating and using the features. So the best thing is our 30-day training. So I'm going to come over here. So we have what's called Essentials to Silhouette Studio, which I'm going the wrong way. That is this program right here. Is Learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days. Is it going to take you more than 30 days? Yes. But I taught the content of this over the course of 30 days. Okay. And what was I about to say? Yeah. So I taught it over the course of 30 days, everything from the features and benefits of the upgrades, preferences, shortcuts, and how to save, program layout, design page setup, registration marks, and then we go into like the tools and functions. So modify and subtract, compound paths, and cropping. Then we went through weld and divide, basics of text, text to path, cropping to text, fill tool, and gradients, how to create your own custom ones, basics of tracing, trace and detach, lines and shape tool, lines and colors and styles, align, how to, your transform panel for aligning, replicate basics, replicate advanced, edit points, offset, image effects, rhinestones, the differences between SVGs, DXFs, and how to use those. Then we did like some hands-on designing examples. Then we did creating templates, and then we did some more designing and Q&As and reviews and stuff like that. So it's really, the bulk of the learning is within the first 23, really about 23 days, and then we go into like designing. So it's a really great program. You can break it up with Sezzle. We have the bachelor's program that is coming up very, very so I know I talked about it, but then the design challenges, I kind of want to see that first because I think some people, not say some of you guys, but some people are hesitant because I guess they feel like they got burned by other classes and stuff like that. So before I kind of do like the full on program, we were doing the design challenges. We plan to do that at least once a week. And that kind of gives you an idea of the software, how to use it. And then you can choose to invest in 30-day training and the bachelor's program, where we will meet weekly to go over the 30-day training live, because this training is not a live class. It's already happened, but a lot of people have asked about being able to do the training or just learn live and be able to ask questions in real time. So the bachelor's program, this will be like your textbook for it. All the teachings will come from the 30-day training, but it'll be like on weekly sessions. So you have to have this regardless, whether you get it when you first sign up or you get it now, you start to go over it, and then we'll review it. And if you have questions in the live sessions, you can ask those. But that's a separate to get access to the new live sessions, because it's not the 30-day. This is now the bachelor's program. Anyone can get the 30-day, and they may be okay with that. They're able to navigate it by themselves. But if you would now like live sessions with me, which we're going to review the 30-day, then we're going to go into kind of a I do, you do, I do, we do, you do. And then we're going to go into putting these into design. So be on the lookout for that. Click on the little update at the link at the bottom that says class updates for that information. This is also where you will now, if you want to sign up immediately for VIC, for the design challenge. Oh, I got to remove that. That's not valid right now. You can sign up here. This does not give you free access. This is only for VIC. You'll see there's only one option there. If you want to do free, you have to go to the Academy site. All right. I got to remove this. Hold on. Online store. Ooh, it is 5:30. Customize. Oh, I got to turn my pop-up off. Okay, we're going to turn you off first. And we're going to refresh. Oh, wait, did I save it? Save. Then I got to go into Klaviyo and turn that pop-up off. All right, there we go. Okay. Since sublimation fades, sublimation does not fade. Not without like you kind of doing something to it, like heating it up, all that kind of good jazz. Does that mean you can't put your, no, I put cups in the microwave all the time. It's a different type of heat there. Let's see. I'm signing up. We would love to have you. You get access to our exclusive group. You're never left alone. So if you have questions, you're able to post it in there and, communicate and network with the people that are in the student union group. Right. She is doing the thing, honey. Congrats to her. It's HSINK365 Miami, which actually that is separated. So it's Shakia the Professor 365 or HS space Inc space 365 space Miami. Thank you for that. Yeah, so that's the one. And then new design. So I'm going to probably release it tomorrow. It won't happen until only for right now. I'm okay with doing the weekend one. So I want to kind of schedule it for Saturday. Originally, I was going to do it Friday evening, but I think I'm going to end up doing Saturday afternoon, but it will be released tomorrow. I tried to give y'all an opportunity to choose the next challenge, but if not, it's going to be what I choose. So being that I'm not new to silhouette. Okay. So the 30-day training is not just for those who are new to silhouette. We had students when we did it live and they were on the Zoom who were like, they've been using it longer than me and did not know about a lot of the tools and functions and how to utilize them. So they were like, I've been using Silhouette Studio for 12 years, for 10 years, never knew any of this existed. So it is about getting a full understanding. On average, most people use the same couple of functions, create the same type of designs. I go and take you way beyond that, starting with the 30-day training. And then we have so many different classes. We have classes on text effects, memorial designs. The Compliment Your Small Business was amazing because you got like business cards, flyers, stickers, tags, labels, or like I literally teach just about everything design wise. Oh, well, I'm about to hop off in a hot second. I got to go get Zion Imani, so I'm going to wait and see if there are any other questions for me. We had a few questions, some good questions at that. I'm going to close this window and get ready to shut it down. I think I'm taking my laptop home today. Since I am leaving, I do think that I'm going to take my laptop home today. I don't know. Like if it wasn't up there, then maybe not. He said that he had them and he was going to put them up. I don't deal with that type of stuff. Like anything inventory wise, I don't deal with any of that. That is all on Monsieur Pericles. So yeah, I don't see it up there. So I'm not sure why he did not upload them to the site yet. But he told me this morning that when he was doing the end of year, because our fiscal year is over at the end of this month, that he found 2 cases that were in the wrong spot in the warehouse. So they were miscalculated and mislabeled. But if you would like to be young and gifted, if you would like to experience how our classes go, that design challenge is available. Anyone can sign up and get access to the free preview. This will be the only design challenge where you get to preview an entire class. Going forward, the entire class will not be available for free replay. But this first one is available where you can see the entire class except for the bonus content. So you don't get access to any of the downloads or the bonus lessons that we did, but just learning that and seeing what the process is, you get to experience all of that. So just go over to our Academy site. That is learn.365creativeacademy.com. Where is the website on here? There it is. Learn.365creativeacademy.com. That is where. Oh, I forgot. My phone's dead. And I forgot to put it on the charger. But yeah, if you go there, you'll be able to create a free account and do the free preview. And if you decide you want to see that bonus content or have access to the reference guides and the reference guide and it's gonna come to me. The worksheet, then you'll sign up for VIC. It's only $5.63. Very, very, very affordable. What's your link for ink purchase? HSINK365.com. Now that is in the description of this video. So once you go out, or you can click out of the live chat, go to the description, and that link is right in the description of the video. Our main website is HSINK365.com. Very easy to remember. Oh, I almost forgot something. I did say that I was going to open recent. Where is my reference guide? There we go. File, save as. Actually, I think I already have this. Oh, wait a minute. I'm missing something. No, it might be under recovered documents. Most of them probably are. We tested out new chips that they sent to us, and they don't work with the new firmware. Until they update to the new firmware, we won't be ordering anymore. If they don't update to the new firmware, we just won't carry them anymore, because it's very frustrating and we're getting blamed when they don't work, and getting nasty comments and, oh, I spent all this money, which we clearly state that they may not work. You're buying these at your own risk. So when they only get a store credit and not their full money back, some people have been quite nasty. So unless we get a batch from them and it works on the most recent update, we won't be restocking them. We have a few cartridges left, and I think a few chips, maybe not full sets, or they might be sold out again. I haven't looked at that inventory in a minute, so, but we may not carry them anymore. OMG. Where is my file. It's gone. The one that I had updated, it's no longer here. Okay, so I guess I will be opening that one up so I can send it to myself. Let's go over here. Let's go to the Google Drive. I love Google Drive. Being able to send files to myself via Google Drive is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Hello, can we get help in this live, like with printing issues? You have like 2 minutes of help while I'm transferring this file. This was the live Q&A and I was answering any question. So if you can help and get that question in, you can definitely get that help on this live. But I got to go pick up the little one. I mean, he's literally like a minute away, but I don't want to take the chance of being late. So, and he doesn't like it when he's the last person there. He tells me, Mom, why you wait so long to pick me up? Like, boy, bye. Okay, he's, huh? He's, wait, one, under. I just picked mine up earlier. Huh? Not sure what that means. Okay. Why does it seem like it is so out of order? Group by type. Sort by date modified. But those aren't the files I was just working on. Okay, so when I print, I get lines on my sub prints, and I've done the print head cleaning, nozzles, and purge sheets, and it's still doing it. What type of lines you got now? So people always say I get lines. There's like a bunch of different lines. You have to give it a little bit more descriptive on your lines. Or is it the lines that are going down that look like little circle pinholes? Is it just lines going across like this? What type of lines are you referring to? Okay, now I know I just opened up this file, so it should be telling me where this file is, but it's not. Okay. File, open. Oh, why is it under downloads? Okay, I don't know what's going on. File, save as, save to hard drive. So it's lines going across. So when you say you've done print heads and nozzle checks, when you do your nozzle check, are there broken lines on your colors, or are your colors all clear, but you're still getting the lines? Come on. File, save as, save to hard drive. Okay, so there are broken lines in it, and I've tried everything. Do you have an EcoTank printer? if you have an EcoTank printer, there is literally nothing that I can do for you, because though there is no easy fix to it. Some people will do a bunch of purge. So I can tell you to print purge files, try a power cleaning. Sometimes power cleaning makes the issue worse and then no colors show up. You can try purge files. Some people say they print 30, 40, 50 pages of purge file. This is one of the reasons why I don't recommend EcoTank printers, because they're not the easiest when it comes to maintaining them and doing maintenance or fixing them. They're not fun. So if it's an EcoTank, it's not very much advice I'm going to be able to give. Like, I can give you the generic and information, but I cannot say that that's going to actually fix your issue. There is no like straightforward solution to fixing EcoTank printers once the print heads have gotten either an air block or it's a clog because of how they're made. Sorry to say that, but yeah, it's not very much that I can assist on when it comes, especially those, because with that one, I mean, you can try doing it where you would have to buy syringes and needles and the clean, like you can buy a cleaning cartridge, but you have to be, cleaning set. And so it'll come with a syringe, it'll come with a little hose, but that means that you have to put that hose directly over the pen that is on the print head. That can be very dangerous because if you jerk or whatever, it gets stuck and you break that off, you've ruined your printer unless you want to, you're going to get a new assembly to put in there. But you can get that kit. You'll have to take the cage off and go through all this stuff. Like, it's not a just kind of get to it. You have to unscrew things in certain places, take that off, take out the little cartridges that's on the inside, put your cleaning solution there. Like, you'll put a napkin underneath, push that through. Then you're going to want to fill that up. So make sure you buy extra syringes and needles. You can reuse that same straw. Like, do the cleaning solution, then you have to do it in the order of yellow, magenta, cyan, and then black. If you do start with black, you're going to get those colors in the other one. So start on the yellow side. And so once you kind of push the cleaning solution through, you're going to have a separate syringe. You want to fill it up with ink, and you're going to basically do the same thing where you're pushing it through, but you're going to be pushing that ink through the line to make sure that it's like kind of going through. So you'll start with yellow, then magenta, then cyan, and then black. Then you can try and do a print head cleaning, because hopefully it was just the print head that was clogged. If your cartridges themselves are not firing off, nothing you can really do about that. Some people take them to print repair shops. They charge them. They're basically just changing out the print head. There's one young lady on TikTok, and she took hers into a print shop. They fixed it. A couple months later, she was right back there. So just because they fix it doesn't mean that it's going to last forever. And sometimes they don't give you a warranty on that or say, like, well, he can come back, because if they had to replace a print head, all that stuff, you still have to pay for those parts and pay for their time. So it's not really much that you can do. One of the reasons why, as much as groups say EcoTanks, I have been screaming since EcoTanks came into play. These are the biggest scam ever. One, they print lower resolution, they print slower, and they cost so much more money. I have said this from day one, that EcoTank printers are the biggest scam and biggest headache ever. So if you want one, even though I'm not a fan of EcoTanks, if I were to say to get any, it would be the 16600 or 16650, whichever one you can find, because that one doesn't have as many clogs, because it's meant to use pigment ink, and issues with it. And Epson asks you for that picture because pigment ink and sublimation ink looks basically the same. They won't know that you converted it. But when you convert all these others, because it uses dye-based ink, they immediately know just by looking at it, because this is what dye ink looks like. It's dark, but then pigment or sublimation ink looks like this. So they immediately know. It's definitely been a headache. I know I got to go. He's literally like 2 seconds away. So yeah, I'm going to go. He's definitely going to be the last one there. But thank you guys so very much. It's mostly the black. Like I said, you can try that one and see if that one clears it up, or you can print out a bunch of purge files. Like we have it, I think it's like now like $2 on our website, but you can print out a bunch of but black is easy. Just kind of make a box, fill it in with black, and just print on premium mat on regular paper to see if you can get it to clear up. Okay. So that's not a desktop EcoTank printer. That's a totally different printer. That one is a Sure Color. So that's not the same. So when I'm saying EcoTank, because I like some of the other Epson, like the Sure Color ones, because they have ones that it's like a pigment ink one and it's 24 inches. I'm talking about all the ones that they end up putting on the shelves that are like home office desktop printers. All of those EcoTanks, not the F570, the F170, the T2170, like those that were EcoTanks before. I'm talking about their lower models. All right. Later.